Here we go. 180.
Check. 53's Mike.
I'm not ready.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mike, number 53.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
21.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Open man is Kendrick Bourne, and he'll be stopped right at midfield.
All day, baby.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
3 bud.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
53, Mike. Watch the slant.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the curl.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike 54.
Bring it.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Mike's 5'4. Attack.
You get tired of seeing me.
54 Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Yellow. 54 Mike. Go.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. And that'll set them back 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, check.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass. Third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
11. Check. 53's Mike. Come on.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, 57. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Now here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And the kick by Butker is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
This is Coleman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
21. Here we go. Hey, whoa.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Mike, 53.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long.
On first down, Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
All day, baby. Get nowhere. Going nowhere.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Coleman. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
21. Undercrunch.
It's Coleman here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Forced out to his Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets them back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 24, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, let's get off the field, G.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hey, I'm coming.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire. Third and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Here we go.
53 is Mike.
53.
On first down, it's Coleman, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
You're not going anywhere.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, gun.
Buzz, be ready. Let's go.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy.
Check.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
I got this. Motion.
Check. 53. Check. 53.
On first down, it's Coleman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
All day.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
13.
Slam.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Nice, sweetheart.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They will run again with Coleman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. We're back now in KC. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Mike. Check.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
38-yard line.
Yellow. 180.
54. Mike, 54. Hey, watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Yellow.
Watch a slant.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Niners' 5-yard line.
They come out here in the I. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Coleman now. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Like 20. Hey, gun.
Smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Check.
Garoppolo now. On the screen, this is Coleman. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Here we go.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Coleman on the toss. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check the outs. I got this. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Mike, 53. Mike.
On the counter, here's Coleman.
I'm coming after you.
That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
You can't block me.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, gun. 12.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Only a pickup of 2.
Today's final score, Niners 10.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.